Welcome to All Nations Community Church. Please tune in for the reading of this week's announcements. There are 5 ways to give to All Nations Community Church: in person, via mail, online, via the mobile app, or via text. Prayer takes place on Mondays at 7 p.m. in the Fellowship Hall, or you can call 708-607-6700 and email your prayer requests to prayer2praise@ancchurch.org. Join us for Wednesday night Bible study on-site and online as we study Messengers, a series on the Old Testament minor prophets. Adult discipleship takes place every Sunday at 9 a.m. in the ANCC conference room. Children's Church for grades K through 5 and Youth Church for ages 11 through 18 takes place on Sundays during the worship service. Check in the chapel. The ANCC online campus takes place every Sunday at 10 a.m. Visit ancc.online.church for all of the engaging features for our online attendees. The current sermon series is called Peace of Mind. The ANCC Whole Nation Women's Ministry is taking pre-orders for our very own t-shirt, a gray women's fitted performance t-shirt. Buy one for yourself or as a gift. You can encourage someone by reminding them to seek to be whole, not perfect. Sign up at the Welcome Center. For questions, see Sister Joycelyn Bell. Ladies, please stick around today immediately following service in the Fellowship Hall for our Ladies' Fellowship. The topic is How Do I Know My Purpose with speaker Ophelia Doyle. The next Men's Fellowship Breakfast will take place on Saturday, September 16th at 9 a.m. The topic is What Does It Mean to Be Anchored with the speaker Mark Smith.
50 years. 50 years. 50 years of God's faithfulness. 50 years of praying, fasting, and believing. 50 years of God demonstrating that He's able to hold all things together through pandemics, through recessions, regressions, depressions, through changing faces, through social unrest. God has been faithful. And as we survey these 50 years, we can say that God has been good to us. And with that, we stand on His promise that eyes have not seen, ears have not heard. I feel like preaching now. Nor has it entered into the heart of man all the things that God has in store for All Nations Community Church. And the thing that God promises us, He says, and the glory of this latter house, the next 50 years, will be greater than the former. But how do we prepare for that? Well, I believe the way we prepare for that is to equip the body for the work of the ministry. As Paul reminds us that we need to do our work so that we can be effective in reaching people with our various giftings. And so October 5th and 6th, we will kick things off for this 50th celebration with our Soma conference. In the Greek, the word Soma literally means body, and we are indeed the body of Christ. And we want to mobilize this body with equipped and excited people who don't mind sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ. And then October 7th, say it with me, October 7th will be our 50th year celebration concert. We have special guests that will be here to help us to lift up the name and yet at the same time commemorate the faithfulness of 50 years that God has been to All Nations, but then also a look ahead to what God has in store for us. I invite you to go to our website, ancchurch.org/Soma, to get more information about our upcoming conference and concert. I look forward to seeing you then.
Be sure to check out www.ancchurch.org, the church Facebook page, the church YouTube, or the Realm Connect app to stay up to date with our church ministries and activities. That's it for this week's announcements. Thank you for worshiping at All Nations Community Church, where life is better in community.